Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your weekly wrap-up video from me, Malkia Talks, talking all about the Wheel of Time. This week, we are taking a tour of Tanchico, and we are talking drop times for Wheel of Time Season 3. Let's get into it. So let's kick it off with this week's WoT Wednesday that we just had, and that was an article from Nerdist, which has given us a fun little tour of Tanchico. And here is the article, folks, that Nerdist dropped on Wednesday. It gives us a fun tour of Tanchico, something we've only really been teased up until this point, but this article really does talk about all that's happening there, and it gives us this beautiful image of Matt in his veil with Min and Elaine, and it confirms that we're getting illuminators, and then there's like so many theories that came from this. It was quite a day of ideas and discussions and a lot of fun. It does obviously reconfirm that Matt will not be in the waste or the threefold land as is in the books. However, there's many easy ways that we think he can get there. All of these were discussed, and it was just a huge amount of fun. It was really great to see this, and for me, having illuminators confirmed was a really fun tidbit. So this was a great day. Unfortunately, it was not a trailer drop day, but you know, you can't have everything, I guess. We get to see Matt in a cute veil, and we got to see Nynaeve looking real angry about something, and we got to theorize about Bail Adam. So, you know, all in all, not too bad. Your next quick bit of news comes from those wonderful folks over at WoT Series. Yes, we really do love them, and if you don't follow them, please make sure you go and do that, because Omar and the team really do keep us going, especially in the logging periods, and they really do bring us those wonderful pieces of news, sometimes very simple ones that just bring you that little squee of joy that you can't help but have when you get a little bit of news, such as something like this. So here we go, folks. This is a screenshot that WoT Series has shared out on their social media. Now, this is a couple of sets that were built in South Africa. On the left, you can see our IEL tents, just as an outside set there where we're filming, probably going between them, as opposed to filming indoor sets and things of that nature. Just gives it a bit more authenticity because you get all the sunlight and such, which is really great. We were expecting things like that. One of the things we probably weren't too sure if we were going to get or not, and that's this set on the right. Now, this, much like the Tarvalon set, which was built in the Prague setup there over at Robert Jordan Studios, this is an outdoor set for a quite an impressive structure. This, WoT Series have told us, is going to be Cold Rocks Hold. Yes, folks. Cold Rocks Hold. If you've read the book, you know what that means, and it's very exciting, and I'm really happy to see this. I remember there was some debate by myself on threefold talk that maybe Cold Rocks Hold wouldn't happen. Like, there was, you know, it wasn't like we hadn't seen anything to confirm it yet. We thought it probably would, but unlike seeing the Golden Bowl scene with Rand and Couladin, we hadn't seen anything firm about this. And until you actually see it on screen, there's always that small little bit of worry that perhaps it's not going to be there. And this, thanks to WoT Series, kind of proves it's going to be there. This looks like a great set. I love some of this outdoors, you know, just walkways and such they got between things. Definitely feels like some kind of gorge or entrance way to like an under rock sort of situation thing that we have in the books. And I'm really glad to see this is happening. And I can't wait to see it. Okay, folks. Probably the most exciting piece of news I found, and I've been unable to confirm this with either Amazon or any contacts. They're in the dark about this. However, it's given me, I don't know, I felt like I had to share it with you. And this is, we're going to be talking some actual timings of the release. We know it's coming on March 13th, season 3, but the actual time of the release. Now, traditionally for season 1 and season 2, it has dropped at midnight here in the UK, which means it's dropping at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern the day before. So if you went off that scheduling, it would be Thursday the 13th here, midnight AM, but it would be 7 p.m. on the Wednesday, the 12th of March in Eastern, and obviously 4 p.m. respectively for Pacific timings. However, I have heard rumblings, and I've been trying to track down the times. I've heard rumblings that they were switching from a midnight UK drop to a midnight Pacific drop, which would make it 3 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. here for me, which on the face of it means I don't have to skip any sleep to watch the episode. Obviously very nice. And I've been trying to hunt down whether this is true or not, folks. And I think I might have found something to nudge towards that, because Reacher just got announced. Now, this is on the direct.com, but Reacher's season 3 drop times has been reported by them. Let me throw it up on stage for you. That they've had it confirmed from Amazon Prime. And again, like, no one's got back to me about this yet, but I don't have Reacher contacts, so not surprising. But the official release dates for all the episodes of season 3, they've confirmed those. This starts on February 20th, and it's going to have the 3-episode premiere, which is kind of standard for Amazon. But here's the interesting bit: if you look at the bottom of the screen there, and I'm going to scroll it down to the article, and let's get a little closer on this. Nope, closer. There we go. So each new entry is expected to debut on Amazon Prime at 3 a.m. Eastern. That's the midnight Pacific time that I just mentioned people were suspecting and heard rumors of. Although the first week may have an earlier debut, obviously, because of the 3 hours to cover. Now, what does that mean for Wheel of Time? Well, this is the third season of Reacher. It's one of their other big shows on Amazon, along with things like Rings of Power, and that Reacher obviously has a great audience. People are really enjoying it. And this would, if you look at obviously the dates of the drop, have a clash with the Wheel of Time if they drop it simultaneously, because it does have 3 episodes that cross over with the March 13th release of the Wheel of Time. Is it going to affect the Wheel of Time's release? Is this like a test run and then like, yeah, this worked, we'll do it for Wheel of Time? Or is this just how they've switched? I don't know. But the fact that this is now confirmed with the 3 a.m. Eastern drop does make me think that we're going to get that. Now, obviously, what does that do for all the people who like to watch it and then immediately go to the live stream? Well, that's going to be a bit more difficult if you're in America, because I mean, if you're Pacific, it's not too bad if you want to like skip some of the night. But if you're Eastern, or somewhere in the middle, it's just messy. Personally, for me in Europe, it's really nice. It's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning. I've already got some of that time booked off work anyway for the first 3 episodes coming out. I feel like I'm kind of covered there, but I feel bad for all the people that are used to it dropping at a time that's reasonable for them. And I'm like, oh, I mean, it's kind of not reasonable here either, because it's 8 a.m. and like regular people have, those 9 to 5s. I work in hospitality, so I can tweak things a little bit, but it has a really, really interesting situation. I think this is how it's going to happen. The Reacher doing this, it's too close to Wheel of Time. If this drops on February 20th, Wheel of Time is on March 13th. They're just too close together not to be aligned. So I really do think that the 3 a.m. Eastern drop is going to be a thing. I will continue to chase this up. Hopefully by the time I give you your next wrap up next week, I will be able to give this to you, or someone will have released it. It'll be in the zeitgeist. It'll be out there. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I will keep trying, folks. But along with that, obviously we didn't get a trailer last week, and I've gone and done some chasing on release trailers and things like that. Haven't heard anything about a release trailer. No one's talking to me. However, I did look at the release of the full trailer for season 3 of Reacher, and that released on a 6-week out schedule. That dropped on January 8th, which was 6 weeks prior to season 3 dropping on February 20th. 6 weeks for Wheel of Time was last week. So this upcoming Wednesday, or Thursday technically, if you want to like match it up, would be 5 weeks out. So I'm fairly confident we're getting a trailer this week. So hopefully that's some good news for you if I've bummed you out with the 3 a.m. Eastern drop time. But we'll wait and see. Prime liked to just keep us waiting. There was a whole period in season 2. It's just like, yeah, it's going to drop at like, some weird time in America. And I was like, that's really great for me. I'm pretty sure it was the midnight thing. And then it went. They have done this in the past. It could absolutely change. But I think the fact that Reach is definitely being advertised out now with the 3 a.m. Eastern drop, it's just going to stick with it. However, I do think we're getting a trailer this week just to bring you up there a little bit, folks. So hopefully I haven't ruined your day too much. And who knows, maybe this will change. It did last time. So, however, there weren't other shows being advertised that dropping this time. So, I don't know. And that's pretty much it, folks. We didn't really get a lot else happening. The WoT Wednesday one was great. It didn't drop too late this week, which was lovely. But otherwise, it was pretty chill. Not a lot revealed from the cast or the crew. Some fun things like Sharon saying this was Tenchiko's her favorite culture so far. But we'll hopefully get some more tidbits in the week to come. But Stay tuned, folks. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments whether you think we're going to get the 3 a.m. Eastern drop, whether we're going to get a trailer this week, or if I'm just talking a load of bull. I will see you next week for your next wrap-up. Bye!